All right, in this next example, we're going to be going over the second special right triangle. This second special right triangle is called the 30, 60, 90, and it looks something like this. If I were to create a right triangle, that is, what the hell? If I were to create a right triangle and we have a 90-degree angle, right triangle, let's say that this over here will be 30 degrees and this over here will be 60 degrees. All right, let's talk about these side lengths. The side that is opposite from the 30 degrees, so if this is 30 degrees, opposite is like across, right? This side length over here is just going to be x, okay? The side that is opposite from the 60 degrees will be considered x times root 3. So x times root 3. So let's say, for example, if this side length is 3, then the side that is opposite from the 60-degree angle will be 3 root 3. Okay, cool. What about the hypotenuse? Well, the hypotenuse is always the side that is opposite from the 90 degrees. And your hypotenuse will be 2x. 2x. In this case, if our x value is 3, then what is the length of our hypotenuse? It's going to be 2 times 3, which is just 6, okay? So that is how we can use the 30, 60, 90 and to visualize it. So let's go ahead and try out this example over here. So in this example, it says, find the values of x and y and write your answers in simplest form. Okay, so let's take a look at what is provided for us. I'm also going to redraw this because I'm that kind of girl. So let's say it's like this. We know that this is 90 degrees. We know that this is 60 degrees, 30 degrees. We don't know what the side opposite from 30 degrees is. We don't know what the hypotenuse is, but we do know that 60, the side across from 60 is 9. All right, so let's take a look at this, okay? We know that the side that is opposite from the 60 degrees is x root 3. So I'm going to write here on the side 9 equals x root 3. Okay? Now let's go ahead and find out what the value of x is. And that's going to tell us what the side opposite from 30 degrees is. Okay, so if I wanted to isolate the variable x here, I'm going to divide both sides by root 3. Cool. So now what do we have? Well, we have 9 over root 3 equals, well, x root 3 over root 3. That's just going to be 1x. Okay, remember, we do not like radicals in the denominator, so I'm going to change this. How do we do that? Well, let me move it over here. 9 over root 3. So if I wanted to change this, I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by 1. But a different version of 1. I'm going to change that to root 3 over root 3. Okay? Remember, you can multiply anything by 1. Okay? And root 3 over root 3 is a version of 1. So let's go ahead and solve this. So 9 times root 3 will just give us 9 root 3. And then root 3 times root 3 is just going to give us 3. Cool. Let's simplify this fraction. 9 over 3 we could simplify, which is just going to be 3. So what is the value of x going to be then? Oh, well, 9 over root 3 equals x. But what did we simplify this to? X equals 3 root 3. So now we already have a side length for us. We know that x is 3 root 3. And knowing that, we can find out what the hypotenuse is. So how do we find out what the hypotenuse is? The hypotenuse is just 2x. Well, we already know what x is. X is 3 root 3. And what do we do to find y? Well, we're just going to multiply it by 2. So 2 times 3 root 3 is just going to be 6 root 3 equals y. So we just used the properties of the 30, 60, 90 special right triangle to find out missing side lengths. Okay, that's it. Bye. Bye.